Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Today a scenario by Gabe and it looks to be interesting. The Jeune École runs amok, and rather than developing the battlecruiser, the French Navy invested everything in heavily armored heavy cruisers. Could it have worked? The objective is simple: design the heavy cruisers and make sure that they have the heaviest possible main guns and no secondary armament or torpedoes at all. Your goal, so many guns. Your goal is to sink the enemy battlecruisers with your heavy cruisers. Nothing else matters and suicide tactics are encouraged. Right. So, a heavy cruiser versus a battlecruiser. Gonna need some serious guns, even though I have a small tech advantage. I'm thinking super heavy shells, the biggest propellant I can find, and a heavily armored and preferably fast heavy cruiser. Let's see, 13,000 tons. Range is not important. Bulkheads will be, because I will start to flood almost instantly. Gear turbines, oil, best auxiliary engine. Let's see if I can make these things really fast. Anti-torpedo protection, well, there are light cruisers around. Turtleback armor scheme, anti-flood, reinforced. Alright. Since I'm planning on pushing in with these ships, I would love it if I could shift this tower farther back, but the game won't let me. Should not be, it's not in place in front of the main tower, come on. 11-inch guns is the biggest I can pack. I'm thinking this is going to be another one of those weird shotgun builds. If I can put side-mounted guns, like side 11s here. Yeah. Can I put those farther on the edges of the ship? Even if the barbette is sticking out a little bit? No, the game's pretty picky. It has to be there. Okay. With this, I of course have a heavy frontal offset. Heavy bow offset. Let's put another turret over here if I can. Oh, that's a bit much. Aft, a 2.6. Lyddite. It has a lot of shell damage, but not a lot of shell penetration, which I think is what I will need in order to make this ship work. 10.5% shell pen. 1.5. This is just flat out shell damage. I think 2 powder is what we need here. Super heavy shells. 35 knots. Yes, barbette armor. Oh crap, I still need to set a rangefinder. Coincidence. Semi-auto loaders. I know I'm too heavy, but I'll get to that. Some acoustics, maybe to spot torpedo launch or spot torpedoes a bit earlier. I know I'm starting at 25,000 meter range, but I'm going to try and invest more into belt armor, especially belt extended. Like a 6-inch belt extended would be great. There's just 6-inch armor belt overall. Oh. Maybe put a funnel on the ship. Just, you know, for shits and giggles and because it's required. 31 knots. Ugh, fine. 3717. Unfortunately, there's not that much that I can do to fix that. Oh, there we go. 0.2. Okay. Now, as I'm going to be going bow in with this ship, or rather these ships, like plural, because I have 5 of them, I'm going to try and get as much bow armor as possible, and it means I also won't need the hydraulic turret rotation. Simply because, well, there's not going to be that much rotating. I'm already locked into the target. Let's armor up the nose as much as I can. That's a serious... That's a really serious nose for a heavy cruiser. Turrets. Because these things are going to take the brunt of the damage. And if they start popping off and join SpaceX, then I'm going to be in trouble. Because I will not be able to hit anything. There we go. Exactly 13.5. This is going to be a weird experience. Let's see what the Germans bring against the French. Okay, suicide tactics are encouraged. Let's see, they're to the north. That's where we're going. I want this one to detach. You are Div 5. I want you to join Div 5. You guys line abreasts. You follow that one. Not all of you. You join the other heavy cruiser here. Line abreast, line abreast. See, when I'm saying line abreast, I wonder if YouTube's going, oh no, he's saying the forbidden words. You cannot just do that. No, no, no. Demonetized. We'll see. Light cruiser, Emile Bertin. Because I dragged these guys together, it became a bit of a mess. Villard, join the Souchet. Emile Bertin, join that div as... What? No. Am I just consistently misclicking or is something else happening here? This whole div. Split. Thank you. You. Join the Souchet. So that's this div. Join. You. Join the div of the Souchet and the Villard. So that's div 6. There. Okay. Then we got the lights. The Davout. I want you to also join the light cruiser div. And we got the Bulldog and the Kleber. Is that the French for Bulldog? These guys together. And that leaves the Lalonde. Join the lights. There. Professional fleet management at work. We can do 28 knots at cruise mode, 31 knots in maximum. I want to slow down my lead ship a little, so I can get the other ships to fall into formation. The light cruisers, by the way. Many bulkheads, 7-inch guns, torpedo launchers, 20-inchers. Positioned where? Almost everything on the bow. So these are drive-by cruisers of sorts. They just won't survive long enough to do it. Okay. Well, bring me the German fleet. Here they are. That light cruiser is going to be in trouble. Seriously in trouble. High explosive. And their battleship. Serious guns. Especially side mounts. They have one dual 8-inch. They have 8 10-inch and 6 12-inch. Yikes. That's going to be an interesting experience. Take a few screenshots here. If you want to take a screenshot, Control Shift Alt Z removes the HUD. And then F11, Fox 11 makes a screenshot. There we go. Already serious damage to the light cruiser, and that was just one 11-inch hit. I know that high explosive, or that armor piercing might be better, but I'm thinking that I will just doink off the front of the ship. I'll just bounce. So in that case, I think high explosive is safer. And I really want these light cruisers out of the way before my heavy cruisers start eating torpedoes. Suicide tactics are encouraged. You mean just pointing and moving directly towards the ships? More. Either burn it down or flood it. I don't care. Just get rid of it. Fairly old design. I think it cannot have deck mount launchers. So they're going to be sub-water hull mounted launchers there. Maximum bulkheads is the only thing that's keeping the mains together. Light cruiser div. Slightly farther away. Flooding. Destroyed the funnel. More fire. Torpedo away. Crap. Maximum starboard. And back to port. We're fine. Next, light cruiser. We have no ID on the battleships yet. 66, 55. Alright, gives me some opportunity to take the lights out first. This is just cruel to the small ships right here. So if you cannot sustain or if you cannot take any of these brutal beatings, then avert your eyes, because the Frankfurt just ate so much damage so quickly that the ship got overwhelmed without doing a single scrap of damage. The next light cruiser is up for dinner. Fire, engine damage, flooding. Bremen. Bremen did launch against a heavy cruiser. Where? There. So you're targeting the Souffrin. There we go. We've got ID on the battleship. Chance to pen? 27%. Alright. Fairly straightforward. Get closer and ensure that we are point blank range and then load the armor piercing. Now, I cannot do damage to them, but can they do damage to me? Not that well. I think that 8.5-inch armor belt could be very much working to my advantage here. Oh, the light cruisers are pretty slow. Whoa! The light cruisers are making a mess of things. Just detach the whole div. Now I know that there's an issue that if you tell ships to follow themselves, they start misbehaving. I didn't do that. They were all inside one division. Now, can we get rid of these German speed bumps so I can get to the main target? There goes the Ariadne. She probably launched torps. If they were here, I would have already seen them. Look at that. Overwhelming the Geyer with fire. Gabe, is this what you had in mind when you sent in your scenario? Put out zigzags to dodge the torpedoes. Oh. Could we go for a fire overwhelm? We could. Let's first get rid of the Breslau so I don't have to worry about dodging any torp anymore. I'm thinking she's going to launch either against the Pothau or against the Jamap. 2,800 damage. That's a lot of damage. There she goes. Everybody focus fire on the Schwaben. What's your chance to pen me? Some. At least enough. 47. Reverse? 36. I thought we were not going to worry about torpedoes anymore. Stop launching torpedoes at me. Schwaben. There it is. I just don't see that becoming too much of a problem. This is not going well. Turn back. Use the stern belt. Damage the main tower. I want to see if I can burn the main tower down. Because then you can overwhelm their damage control. I'm not complaining so far. 77% structural. How much damage by fire? 727. On my 17,000 damage, that's still not too much. Chance to pen is still only 29. Damage to the funnel, damage to the main gun. I think a barbette has been damaged. Destroyed main gun? With high explosive? Okay. Just keep hitting them as much as you can, and at some point it's gonna be enough. Now, because of all the high explosive that I'm throwing their way, there's a serious damage discrepancy here. In the form of I did 17,000 and they did 722, but 900 at this point. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. Although... yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, I also have a torpedo, and it weighs 13,000 tons. So, are you really sure you want to play this game with me? Because I have been encouraged to try suicide tactics, and I will use them. The only issue I have is that I might not be able to catch up. Come on. Destroyed another main gun. Still with high explosive. Come on. They're already queuing the Jaws theme, so make sure that you use this opportunity to catch up to her. Top speed, 14.8. 22.5, destroyed a secondary gun. We're chasing the Schwaben. She's doing 13 knots. What the hell? Why am I suddenly dead in the water? It's like I hit a reef. All of a sudden I couldn't go anywhere. Armor pierce. Whoa! 50% chance to pen? Destroyed an... Look at this thing. She had a flash fire. And jettisoned... I don't know, a turret? But the rest of her turrets are pretty much toast. Siegfried... What? Oh, she's popping turrets. Holy crap. Boom. Do not pick a fight with the French. Because they will take you out. Even with a ridiculous design for a cruiser. This thing can barely fight back. Oh, ow. Was that a friendly shot? Yeah, that was 3 friendly shots. Stop firing! Uh-oh. We might have a ram here. If not, we're gonna scare the shit out of the Germans. They have 1% structural integrity remaining. 8% flooding. Or buoyancy, 2%, done. So that is with the survival of all heavy cruisers? Holy shit. That was not what I was expecting. I thought, oh, heavy cruisers against battleships? That's gonna be rough. But these heavy cruisers really showed the French who's boss. So, quick scenario today, kind of offsetting the one that I did yesterday, which was substantially longer, at an hour. Hope you enjoyed it. I always have fun with these scenarios, especially the shorter ones. They're a bit more amusing. The weirder, the better. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another video.